Hello everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I just wanted to sit down and talk favorites. As always, I like to highlight new launches I'm loving that maybe I don't really have a chance to speak about in any other context, as well as discuss some new in products as well that have really crept their way into my routine. Today's video is very makeup heavy because I do plan on doing some upcoming videos like fall body care routine and things like that as we ease into these other seasons. I tend to switch things up. I'm always trying new products, but there is one body care mention today. So let's just jump right in, and as always, I would love to know what your favorites are. Make sure you're subscribed, all of that good stuff, and we will just jump right in. Kicking things off with Cheekbone Beauty. Now, a lot of these I'm gonna have dedicated videos for, as always, so I'm gonna give you a bite-sized little piece and then you could dive more in. But a product that I love so much from Cheekbone are their Unify Complexion Multi Pencils. These retail for $22. They come in 15 different shades. They're a 100% vegan formula that can be used for everything. So an all-over base, a matte highlight, contour, bronzer, general sculpting. You could use it as a shadow base. You could use it just in any way you can imagine. I use these on my eyes, sort of carve out my eye shape. Again, that like sculpting part that I sort of mentioned. But the formula is so creamy and blendable. It looks just like your skin. I would say you're gonna get a light medium coverage out of this, but for every day, for touch-ups, it's phenomenal. And the really easy creamy texture, you can literally just tap it in with your finger. So I love this for like around the nose, the chin. If I'm gonna go from like work to some drinks with my friends, this is something that I love to have in the bag and I love just using in my day-to-day routine. I have a video where I use this all over, and I was more using it like a concealer than I was a foundation. But after I used it in that video, I kept looking at myself in the mirror like, hello, this looks really, really good. So if you haven't tried these from Cheekbone, highly recommend that you do. They are phenomenal, and I feel like a brand that just isn't spoken about enough in general. Another new brand made their way onto the list, and this is Sweed. I cannot get enough of their lipsticks. I've talked about the Chubby Stick Supremacy. You guys know how I feel. There are 7 different shades. They're a vegan formula that retail for $28. You just kind of twist them up. They remind me of like a Clinique Chubby Stick from back in the day. I'm wearing the shade Nude Pink today. I love this nude, but I seriously love every single shade. They are all amazing. I swatched the shade French Girl for you, which is this beautiful sheer red. You can build them up to full opacity like I have today, or you can really smudge them in a pinch. You can also put this on the cheek. They are just a gorgeous, moisturizing, buildable formula that doesn't emphasize any lip lines, doesn't bleed all over the place. It's not sticky or tacky. It's just the perfect lipstick. I cannot say enough good things. And in that shade range, just really, I cannot get my grubby little paws out of the Sweed lipstick area of my drawers. Then from RMS, there's 2 things from RMS. Actually, I have completely fallen in love with that Crystal Slipper collection. I really, like, if I just looked at that on the screen, I wouldn't think that I would, but I just cannot stop reaching for it, and that's really a true testament. So of course I love the Redimension Hydra Powder Blush. These are my favorite blushes on the market. Another exquisite shade range, but I just can't believe how much I am using this shade Crystal Slipper. Crystal Slipper is like a sheer sun-kissed buff. So while it is nude, it's giving a little bit of warmth to the cheeks. You're getting a little bit of color so that it doesn't look flat. But if you really like to play up the eyes, or if you're wearing a red lipstick, this is just perfect. I'm going kind of all tonal today, and I really like that this buff, rosy golden almost sort of shade. Of course, it doesn't work for everyone because it's on the lighter side, but if this works for you, it's gorgeous. And in general, shout out to this formula. It's a gel to powder formula, so it truly emulates skin. The color payoff is phenomenal, and the wear on these is really beautiful, and even when it does start to wear as well, which is something I look for. I don't like when blush starts to get really patchy, because then I just think it makes your skin texture look off. But Best Blushes, phenomenal shade. Then also from that collection, I love the Living Luminizer. I think that it is one of the best highlighters on the market, but this Crystal Slipper variety from RMS has really made its way into my heart. And maybe it's because I'm loving this shade so much and they're like a match made in heaven. Obviously, it's a pink buff with like a soft golden shine. There's a very subtle pinky hue to this that I do actually think would make this a very universally flattering shade as well, because it's not as pearlescent as the original Living Luminizer. It has a more toned down quality. I've got it on my cheeks today. This is like the most natural yet blinding luminizer situation that you could really ask for. Easy to apply with the fingers, not too tacky, but tacky enough to where you just apply it on with your fingers, but then it sort of dries down and like your hair is not glued to it or anything like that. Retails for $40. I love using it on the brow bone, on the bridge of the nose, on the Cupid's bow, wherever you want to use this and you want a truly lit from within glow, this is what you need to use. I even saw my sister the other day and she was like, your skin looks so pretty, and I was like, it is the Living Luminizer. I'm telling you, that is what it is, and it's because I take a break from it, I go back to it, but the Crystal Slipper collection has really brought it back to the forefront of my makeup bag, and I really, really adore it. Then from FITGLOW, okay guys, this is gonna be annoying because I can't show it to you. I literally lost this within the last few days because I have like this much of the pencil left, so bear with me. You guys know it, you know I love it. It is the vegan eyeliner in brightening beige, okay? I do have a brightening beige eyeliner on. It's a different one. You could probably also use this as a brightening beige. I've never tried that, but maybe I will. Anyway, it might be too thick. It really opens up the eyes. If you suffer with redness in the eyes, it makes the eyes look just like very white and bright and bigger. It retails for $24. It's also a vegan formulation, and it's just a true like nude, like my skin tone is what is there. So it's not quite white. White actually comes off really stark on the eyes, even though the like, you know, our eye whites are white. It gives the perfect amount of brightness. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's a nice creamy formula that doesn't at all tug at the eyes. Of course, I'm just throwing up a picture, but it looks exactly like the picture, and it's a really beautiful formula as well. I do think that they're discontinuing some of the shades, so I'm going to link a video down below, but bear in mind that all existing shades might not be available, but the brightening beige shade will be, and if you have not tried this, and you're looking for something to just take your makeup routine to the next level, it takes very, very little effort. I think this makes a really, really big impact. I've converted a lot of friends in my life to the brightening beige eyeliner. Then a little beauty tool. I talk about these all the time. This is my most used beauty tool ever. Excuse that it is dirty. I didn't even have time to wash it because I use it every single day, but it just goes to show that it is loved. They do wash really, really, really beautifully though, and these are the Patinkin On Point Puffs. When you order these, you get a set of 2. They are these little triangular puffs that are like a cotton blend velvet, so they are super, super, super soft, and they effortlessly apply your powder. So you guys know I really love the RMS powder. I'll tap some of that into the lid. I'll work this in to the puff. Like I'll literally do this on the back of my wrist and then just tap right underneath the eyes. Then I'll mist my face. I'll get a little bit more of the powder and I'll tap right here because I don't want any shine in this portion of my face. I want to keep it all on the outskirts. And this allows you to do that with such ease. You could set all the way up to the tippy top. You guys know if you have issues with your mascara transferring, your concealer creasing, chances are that you need to set it, and sometimes with a brush, you are either doing just like a haphazard sort of application. This allows for precision, enough product to be there to really set it as well, and then you could sort of use a brush and do a light dusting over the rest of your face, but for that really precise powder application. If you also like cut your jawbone with like a more pale tone powder, you can use this for that. It's fantastic. I always have one of these on me, and it's great for touch-ups as well if you put it in a little makeup bag. Fab, 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 fab. Cannot say enough good things. Then a non-makeup item, the last two will be non-makeup. I don't think I talk about this enough, but I love this product. This is the Paume Moisturizing Antibacterial Hand Gel. It smells like a freaking spa. It is not sticky at all. It doesn't have that like intense alcohol-y sort of smell, but it still obviously is antibacterial. There's aloe vera, there's witch hazel, there's ethyl alcohol in here. So it's just sanitizing, beautifully scented, and it just feels like a little bit more elevated. I even love this little chic travel bottle. I actually have like a big refill, so this has never been featured in an empties video because I continually refill it. I've refilled it 1,000,001 times, and there is still more product waiting for me. I just cannot say enough good things about this. If you are into those Touchland hand sanitizers, so you don't mind that $14 price tag, then this is one that I would look into. I also think because it's gel, it lasts a little bit longer because you can really control how much product is coming out as well. But the fragrance of this is a cedarwood, lavender, citrus, like lemon, orange, rosemary, and did I already say lavender? I think I did smell. So it just smells like the most beautiful, rich, gorgeous spa, and it also happens to feel amazing. All right, everyone, that is it. Those are my current beauty product favorites. I really hope that you guys liked it. If you're curious about like body care and things like that, please do let me know, and I want to do a separate video talking all about that. I have a body butter that I'm loving, but make sure that you stay tuned because I'm going to feature that in my What's New at Integrity Botanicals video, and I didn't want to talk about it to death until I talk about it there, but I've been loving it. Of course, I want to know what you have been loving, so please do make sure to leave me a comment down below. While you're down there, give the video a big thumbs up. Subscribe. I upload new videos here just about every single week, and I don't want you guys to miss them. As always, I can't thank you guys enough for watching. The description box is going to be full with helpful videos, links so that you can shop these products right here, right now, and any other helpful videos. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your consistent love and support. All of our social media handles and our newsletter is down below, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.